Hello, Aquarius. It's Oh My God Tarot, and this is your someone is secretly talking about you tarot card reading. So Aquarius, we're going to have a look using the astrology reading cards, and then we're going to go ahead and have at it with the tarot. Figure out what's going on. Right, so here is who's talking, but first, if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website. You can get a reading. I mean, most of my readings are 25 bucks. So, you know, nothing over the top. Just to let you know. And here is your first card. Who's talking about you? Who is talking about you out here in these streets? We got Pisces talking about you, Aquarius. Okay? So you know it's a Pisces, or you know the energy is Pisces-like, because the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. Look, you can see my head in the mirror reflection. Okay, it confuses and softens resolve. It's confusing. Oh my God. So this person is almost like they're melting your heart and making you all confused about it. You're like, but my heartstrings, they've been tugged at. Then we have Leo energy talking about you. This energy is interesting. It's related to the sun. And the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Self-belief. You have on your hands here somebody who's got quite the ego and the reason to. They've got confidence. And they seem very lively. You know, they have the oomph energy in life. You know how you'll meet people and they're very like quiet and they're like, yeah, okay. Sorry, what'd you say? Type energy. You know, they have low energy, naturally resting low energy. This person seems to be very vibrant in particular. Okay? And plus there's Leo energy. They got fire to them, so we should assume that there's always a little bit of a if you want me to pop off, I will pop off. And they're also probably very colorful as well, because Leos they be like that sometimes. Then we've got Scorpio energy in the mix, and the energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Oh. Okay. So you got water energy up the wazoo with this person talking about you, but it feels very sensitive. Very sensitive. Like this person isn't just gonna say ridiculous, boastful things. Like even though Leo's there and everything, we have somebody who's like colorful about how they care. Like this is the boombox over the head, under the window, like you know, what's his name? Matthew Broderick. Boombox under the window. No, too old of a heck, it's an old reference for me, so I don't even know why I use that. But this is the I care, so you know, heart on sleeve, so I show it. Feelings matter to me the most. How you are in relationship to them matters to them the most. Like Scorpios, like they're possessive, so they feel like you belong to them, or you like, you know, or they feel very like you're tied spiritually together for them to care that much. And then we have Leo having pride. They're like, I know you matter so much to me, but I'll never let that show. I won't let it show, but you matter. Oh, you matter. All right, so let's see why they're talking about you, what they be saying, because this energy feels like they care. They care a lot. Pisces will turn it into this whole spiritual thing. Scorpio will turn it into a spiritual thing, and the energy is intense. So, Leo, there's some conviction there with Leo. Okay, here we go. That's a good shuffle, right? All right, so the first card we have is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That card's really interesting because there's independence there. Then we have, and this independence is this. I wonder. Okay, we'll talk about it after. Now we have the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is associated with Sagittarius, your first major arcana. Then we have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Four of Swords. This is interesting. In reverse, did I say that? And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so that's all well and good. I like that, the King of Wands being on the end, being that archetype right there on the end. So when I look at this person and I go, what are you talking about when it comes to Aquarius? It feels like they start off talking about that independence. I don't need a man to make that happen. You know what I mean? Like this type of Knight of Pentacles energy is like, I don't need anyone. or I'm doing well on my own. Not even I don't need anyone, but I'm doing well on my own. I'm taking care of my lifestyle, taking care of, you know, the stable aspects of my life. And so this is in reverse though. So I feel like maybe some of you are in particular not too, like, you're independent and everything, but you don't want to be. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone no more. You know, type energy. And especially in the money and the finance and the home area, I feel like you guys have that on lock, or it's stable, but maybe there's a hiccup in something, like a cash flow disruption, or right now in particular you're like, oh, my money's tied up in something, or I don't have money until all my money hits me on the 31st or something. Like, there's just some little hiccup when it comes to money, and that might even start the conversation. Like, hey, do you have $50? You have $400 I can borrow until, or something that throws you off from what is normally perceived as a very independent, very responsible relationship with money and lifestyle. So that could throw someone off. It could be cause for reach out. Now, the Temperance card tells us that the talking begins with healing and reconciliation. This card is about synthesis. It's about moving forward or getting past something. Healing and resolve doesn't necessarily mean that you come together and stay together and all that, but it's like deading a situation. Just declaring that feelings of animosity towards a past situation are dead. And starting over. Look at that, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. It's almost like this person's talking about you. They're talking to you. It feels like you guys are talking to each other, but what they're trying to say towards you is that, like, you know, they've been, I guess, single for a long time, or independent and on their own. And even though they can do it, it's not necessarily what they want to do. It's not necessarily the identity that they want to uphold, because why wouldn't I want to be with somebody? You know, I'm sensitive. I want to meet my soulmate. I want to meet my, you know, how I feel cares. And I have a lot of pride about it, Leo. I have a lot of pride about it. And I don't want to, like, just, you know, I don't want to let you know that I'm not okay, or that I really, really do care to be a partnership or whatever. You know, they're coming out. They're coming out and listening. They're coming out and telling you what's going on, what's really up. So the healing and reconciliation helps you move forward, helps you with a fresh start. Even if that fresh start is very inactive for a bit, it feels like there are new feelings that are able to start growing, new vibes and new ways to connect. Like they view you with your vulnerability, and you telling them what's up, or you being honest, or you being, like, kind of candid. They tell you what's up. They tell you what's up as well, and how they want to connect what they've been thinking of. You know, the Four of Swords means that they have been reflecting on the ill parts of their end of the relationship, what went down, or maybe just general things in their lives that made them not have the headset that they had before when they were interacting with you. Four of Swords is about, you know, resting and processing the bad things that have happened, or the traumatic events that have happened, and really kind of finding a place where you can move forward before you get up. This card is in reverse, so I feel like this person is having a hard time moving forward. There are some, like, character flaws, personality flaws, maybe some habits they have, maybe some people around them, any circumstance that holds them back, or that is a point of trauma, or a point of, like, I haven't gotten over that yet. Like, have you quit? It's been 10 years. You said, last time I saw you, you said you were quitting smoking. Have you quit? Nah, I haven't. Yeah, no, I haven't. And ever since 5 years ago, I've had that little at the back of my throat that I have to hawk up and spit. I just really do want to smoke. I mean, I do want to quit smoking. Okay, anyways. You know. Alright, so you have that Sagittarius energy with the Temperance, healing, reconciliation is really the biggest theme here. It feels like this person, I guess they want to talk to, like, reconcile. They want to talk to start a new connection, but it may not even be with that intention. It just might be something that inadvertently happens. Maybe this person wants to tell you about the trauma that they've been through. Maybe that's probably a point of, like, relief for them. Maybe you're the only one they can tell that to, because they know that you won't get them super emotional, or you'll probably throw some tactics in, or some solutions, or maybe you'll just be like, that sucks, but they needed you, or something. I don't know. Aquarius can be a little cold, right? You guys can be a little, like, not interested in, like, emotional stuff. So until you reach a point that you're like, oh damn, where's my emotional stuff? And then you're just like vultures looking for emotions and stuff. So King of Wands here, and that's not for the females actually. Excuse me, sorry. See how they threw something in my throat because I started bashing them in. Anyways, the King of Wands here is the King of Action. He's the master of action. He's the master of creating a plan, finding the right resources, checking, double checking, and follow through. You know, he's the planner. He's the good action guy. He's the action guy. Here's how we're going to do your weekend. Okay, first we're going to start out in Cuba, right? We all have a flight there. I already booked the private jet. Okay, and then that private jet's going to get us on another plane halfway through the day. We're going to where? Barbados. Is Barbados in Cuba? I don't even know. I don't know geography. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's the action guy. So I feel like as a result of you guys kind of hashing things out, talking, really going through each other's hurts, I feel like it progressively gets deeper. It doesn't look like it just, hey, let me vomit out everything how I feel. But I feel like it's like, it starts with talking about that whole independence or being, I don't know if it's lonely or just being single or being a one person army. And I feel like this person just, if they're talking about it or you're the one who's talking about having to be alone or being single and independent or whatever, I feel like that's what tugs at their heartstrings. That's what causes for them to be like, you know, we can be friends. We can support each other from afar or in light ways or whatever the heck. But I feel like that's the start of something, of feelings and emotions coming through, flowing through to each other, synthesis and moderation, just like the Temperance card. Like if you know in traditional tarot, I don't know if it's here, but if you know in traditional tarot, what it looks like is pouring, like just synthesis. Water filling the other cup, and then that other cup will fill the other cup, and that'll fill, like, just synthesis, movement, things moving forward. And it feels like that's what comes of this conversation when you guys have one. Moving forward, really finding things that you like, that you connect to about this person. But also this person feeling like, oh, look at that. There's a heart right there. Ace of Cups, but there's the heart right there. Like this person feels like they're damaged, or they have past drama, or they have some things that they need to process that maybe, you know, they're sitting there like that. I feel like the Ace of Cups is an indicator that you might even be able to help them with what it is they're suffering through on their own. You know, you can remedy some of that energy. Yeah, this person might be like in a place where they're trying to process something else that's happening, and maybe your support and vice versa, if that's the case, is what they feel like they need to impart. Or now that they have this new connection, they want to kind of be available, or they want to kind of be somebody to talk through other situations. But the Four of Swords is like somebody trying to process something else that's going on. I don't think that it just doesn't feel like it has anything to do with you. It's like, I got other stuff going on. I really appreciate your kindness at this time, or your friendship at this time. Healing and reconciliation, maybe seeing things in a broader sense, like the Sagittarius, being easygoing as a result of seeing the bigger picture. And yeah, I mean, this person can see your independence and have maybe some compassion towards you. This person may have a lot of pride as well, though, so they might be like humbled by that. Oh, I didn't reach out to you because I had this pride, had this da-da-da. And then I just heard that you're going through this terrible thing, or this sad thing, or this, you know, and I just want to extend my sympathies or show my support. New connection, new situation, new scenario, new feelings to explore. And, you know, it can lead wherever it wants, but it just starts off there. The King of Wands is giving, see how it lines up in there with the Leo energy? It's feeling like somebody who's like steps in to step up. Like, let's say that normally they see you as this very independent person, and they say, oh, so-and-so told me that you're going through a hard time. I just wanted to say I'm here if you need anything. And then, but they know you, or, you know, and then they actually show up, and you're like, oh, snap, I didn't know. Okay, you're showing up. Well, you're showing up, and I'm at a low point, basically. I'm at a low point. I'm trying to get through it by sleeping my way through stuff. You know, but this person's here to take care of business, plan things out, think things through, be like, all right, we gotta get you some food. We gotta get some food in you, because you're gonna decompose if you just kind of lay there forever. All right, so I'm gonna go and write your check for your rent and stuff like that. I'm gonna go feed your pets and, you know, do things, take some actions to show I care, but also, I guess, create this new connection that we have, rooted in healing and forgiveness. And I know you have your pride, so you may not, I know you have your pride, so you may not ask for help on certain things, but I will take care of those things for you. This, you know, it's always really nice when, you know, I'm talking about you, but this person's like kind of cares. They kind of cares for you. They kind of care for you. I feel like what they don't care about is what they don't know about, and that's really good. Like, if they knew this thing about you, then it would be there for you and act. But I mean, I guess, you know, maybe they don't know, but they don't know to what extent. And then they get to know, and so they start to offer their cares and their compassion, which results in this new connection. So that's, I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. You want to talk about me? Talk about grabbing my shoes and putting them in the closet. Talk about feeding my cat. You know, that's all the talking we need to do for me to know you're a real one. Right? So there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And guess what? I will see you in the next one.